All right. Hello, Julie.
Hello.
All right. Well, I'm really excited that we're going to be able to go over everything with the SoulFit weight loss program because you went through the complete program. And so we just wanted to be able to get together and see what you got from it. Okay.
Okay.
So the first question is, what was it like before you started the SoulFit weight loss program?
I was just heavier than I wanted to be, and I was kind of having some issues with insulin resistance, and I knew it, but wasn't entirely sure what to do about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so some of you might be wondering what insulin resistance is. So basically we have, we are eating concentrated flours and sugars and maybe snacking too much, and we become resistant to insulin. And that actually makes us makes the insulin float around our body, and then we are unable to burn our fat. So basically that's what she's saying, is she was walking around insulin resistance and not able to burn her own body fat the way she
Yes.
wanted, right?
And so made me hungrier more frequently, which
Yep.
turned out also.
Oh, what problems were you trying to solve with the weight loss program?
I wanted to lose weight, especially in my belly, and kind of was looking for a way to resolve that insulin situation where it wasn't such a problem.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And where did you start your search for a solution to weight loss?
I was already doing your SoulFit videos, so I actually heard about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But because, like I said, I was kind of at a loss, and there's so many programs out there. But the yours just appealed to me. It sounded simple and straightforward.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what made the SoulFit weight loss program stand out from other options?
The fact that it was simple and that it deals with the other aspects of why you're having issues with food, maybe that you're not even aware with, that you're using food to distract yourself from this or that that's going on in your life.
Mm-hmm. So when you say it made it simple, what made it simple?
Well, it's pretty much just no sugar and no flour. I mean, that's not that simple to do, but I mean that's only two things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easier than you think. I mean, I don't think you can stay completely sugar free, but you can reduce a lot, and it's not as big a deal as you would think it is.
Mm-hmm. And what are the other things that you were talking about? Can you give an example?
Oh, just like if you're stressed about this or that, you may go eat, 7 cookies instead of dealing with what you're stressing out about, or if you're upset about something or feeling bad about something. I mean, all of it applies.
Okay, good. What was the obstacle that almost prevented you from being a part of the program?
The timing wasn't great for me just because I had a lot going on at that time. I mean, I knew we were going to be out of town a lot. I knew it was going to be kind of hard to stick with it, as much as I would have liked to have, and I don't like to write things
down. Yeah, and you went to the Super Bowl during that
time.
Yes, so
right. Football games are kind of hard to avoid all those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so what sold you on the SoulFit weight loss program?
As long as you're willing to do it, it's fairly simple. I mean, as long as you just, and you don't blow it up in your own mind of, what do you mean I can't have flour and sugar? You know what I mean? Because that's kind of what I did in the beginning. It was like, well, that means I can't have a sandwich. You know what I mean? But it's not that. It's really, once you stop acting that way, it's not that hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What made you the happiest about working with this program?
I lost 10 pounds in spite of the fact that I really didn't totally commit, especially, in the beginning, in spite of myself. And also the sugar withdrawals, for the first little bit kind of were not that pleasant. And I mean, I don't know if I was kind of whining around about it. And then I got like, well, maybe that's worth it.
Yes, that uncomfortable sugar withdrawal is worth the pain of going through to see that end result.
You're actually getting, that's what you're getting. It's not that big a deal. You know what I mean? And so I kind of just started reminding myself when I was hungry and wanting to, snack on something that I shouldn't, that, I have plenty of belly fat.
Yes, and just so everybody knows, if you've got belly fat or any fat anywhere, then you're not going to starve to death, because that is energy. And that's what she's talking about. I'm not mean.
Right. You're just not going to die.
You're just not going to die.
It'll be okay if you don't eat that cookie.
Yeah. What have you been able to achieve since being a part of the Soulfit weight loss program?
Well, the weight loss going in, and then also, I mean, a lot of the recordings that you provide, on different things, the belief section was the one that really, rang out to me. You need to change your beliefs about, some things sometimes, just depending on who you are and, what you've got going on. But I mean, all of those videos were helpful in personal growth as well as just in, weight loss.
Yep. And was there anything that exceeded your expectations?
Well, the 10 pounds totally did.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome that you were able to lose 10 pounds in 8 weeks,
Yes.
And when especially how you said at the beginning that you weren't totally committed and you still lost 10 pounds. That is awesome. Like, I'm so proud of you for it.
Yeah, proud of me.
What's the main reason that you would recommend Soulfit weight loss?
I just think it's I think the reason a lot of programs don't work is they deal with the food and what you should or shouldn't eat. And I'm not saying all that is not valuable information, but I think the emotional aspect of it plays a bigger part. And until you address that, it's never going to be permanent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so did you feel like you were able to address some of those emotional components?
Yeah, I did. And I mean, I probably still have more work to do, but at least I'm aware and I realize that, they're there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I noticed that with you is that when we went through the program and you brought things, and then you said a few times, it was just like once I was able to observe it.
Right.
And just being aware, then it's like, oh, it's not so bad.
Right.
There's not so much drama.
Exactly. It's like, really, I've been reacting to that for how long and eating who knows how many cookies or, whatever. Mm-hmm. And you really just kind of need to realize it's there and say, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's not always comfortable to sit with it for a little bit and think about it, but it's not necessarily comfortable to be heavier than you want to be either.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. I didn't put this on the list, but anything else or any piece of advice for other ladies that are, on the border thinking, oh, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? Do you have anything that you would?
I just think that it really is worth it. It's worth, it's worth taking the leap. I really do. And like I say, I feel like some of the emotional support and the tools that are provided to deal with that is the game changer in the difference in just being, oh, don't eat cookies. We all know that if we don't eat cookies, we're better off. Or don't drink soda, or you know what I mean? But if all you do is deprive yourself and don't deal with why you're wanting to do that, it's never going to be long term because no one has that much willpower, not forever.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you, Julie. And
Thank you.
I loved working with you. I thought this was a fun process for sure.
I did too. I enjoyed it a lot.